Boy, does this look like a maze. But hello, everyone. Welcome to round number 6 of the 2017 NASA RallyCross Challenge season. We're at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas, site of the Formula One U.S. Grand Prix. And boy, are we excited to have NASA RallyCross at the premier venue for open wheel racing in the United States. It's Josh Mertz bringing you the call, as always, for the Automotive Sports Network. As we're running through practice, we have a couple new things as we get to the format. I'll put this graphic up on screen, but it's the same exact thing as last week. 8 cars, 6, 4, 3, 8, 1 joker, except for the final. A couple new things. Casey Lester left V2RT after the shenanigans over the last couple weeks. He has joined Revolution Racing, so Revolution Racing has 2 cars again for the first time this season. Brandon Nicholson, the man from the Midwest, has made his debut this season in NASA RallyCross. He's literally driving his personal Subaru right now, as you can tell by the license plates. Put a roll cage in it, put some number plates on it. There you go. This track is very interesting. Philip Kraus, Chris Wetz, Casey Lester. This track's very interesting. Let's take a ride on board, shall we? So starting from the pit lane on board Philip Kraus. Strangely, timing and scoring listed this as his fastest lap, but we'll just have to ride on board and see. That's one of the Mitsubishis behind him. Into turn number 3. Very tricky hairpin, right and left. Over the jump. Very tricky jump as well. Into a tricky second left-hand hairpin. Then this is very interesting. It's the right-hand dirt banked corner. And it spits you back out on the asphalt. This is the back straightaway of COTA in reverse. Back onto the service road, and this is the split decision. After this right and left chicane, right side's the joker, left side's the regular course. Get your tires on the dirt to turn. Past the start finish line, normally it would end, but through the stadium section, the right. Normally this would be a left and a left, but you're onto the dirt, and that was a lap of COTA here in NASA RallyCross.
Just, okay. 51 pull up, everyone's just gonna sit there. Okay, we're just gonna sit here and then we'll organize. Okay, let me pull up actually.
So, yeah, Casey can suck up to me.
And then, good for the gibberish, and seating will begin. Not take the joker on the first lap of the race, so we have to wait until the second lap to be able to take the joker.
Thank you. How many jokers?
1. The quarterfinals are 6 laps.
Whoa!
My bad.
You're good.
Yes, not crash. And if you crash and have damage, you are only allowed to repair damage, not take fuel or tires. So, you can pick your gate. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna line us up here.
Oh, come on.
Looks like 23 back up a smidge. 23 back up a smidge.
81. Are all good 6 laps, Joker.
Are you ready for the first quarterfinal?
Hold your horses.
They're just excited.
Getting ready for the first
Pick
quarter.
lap Joker
in
once.
Texas.
Good luck.
Wetz, Nicholson, Mertz, and Lester. Green flag and off the line. At the start-finish line, Wetz gets it around the stadium section. It's going to be Wetz leading Mertz. This is Chris Wetz's home race. As he's from northern Texas, I do believe. We're in Austin. And finally, one of the main guys of the NASA Rallycross Challenge has a home race. Lester third, Nicholson in fourth. Over the jump and down to the second hairpin. Contact between Mertz and Wetz. And shove him out of the way and put Mertz through to the lead. Out of the dirt, on the asphalt, down to the service road hairpin. Wetz wants this quarterfinal win, but we'll have to see.
End of 181.
Through the infield, Mertz leads at the end of the first lap. Wetz is second. Third is Lester, and fourth is Nicholson. It's a very tricky layout. A very fun layout.
Joker is now allowed, by the way.
And these guys have been battling all season long, really all series long. And I say that every show, but the fact that these guys battle every single week is astounding. Looks like Wetz had a little bit of an issue in the hairpin there, 47.766. That lap time's kind of irrelevant because that was the first lap of the race, but we'll have to see. Coming to end the second lap, who will Joker on the first opportunity? Mertz immediately does. Wetz does not.
End of 223.
Wetz will take the lead in car number 23. Following him is Mertz. Then it's Lester and Nicholson. Very tricky layout to get right. 47.022 for Wetz, 48.9. So it's about 2 seconds, the delta. Which is interesting, because that's not very big for a Joker. We're coming across flags for Wetz in the 23. Still half a lap. Let's see if he will Joker, or if Mertz is going to be stuck to catching him. This battle all season long. Wetz does not Joker.
End of 323. Somebody count laps except for me. Where's my admin?
End of 320. I just said that. End of 323. Sorry, I was looking at something last lap.
And Mertz hits the wall in the 81. Way off the track goes Mertz. Pushing very hard. 46.083 to a 46.2 for Wetz. If we go back to the back of the field, Lester 51.2, Nicholson at 54.2. As these guys pushing hard, coming to 2 laps to go for Chris Wetz in car number 23. As the ebb and flow of NASA Rallycross is amazing. How one driver gets hot, another driver gets hot, Wetz Jokers.
Joker once, correct.
End of
There
5,
is the
white
delta.
flag.
Okay, 10-4, sorry.
White flag.
That was end of 4.
Or end of 4, so I'm
2
sorry.
to go.
Are you drunk?
End of 4.
2 to go for
He's
Mertz.
not drunk, he's high.
As Wetz trying to take the fight. It was a 46.4 to a 48.2, so it's about a second, 1.8 seconds is the delta if we're looking between these guys. So that's the delta that you have to maintain. And interestingly, this is a game of strategy. There's no strategy left, so we just got to see if Wetz can take the fight to the 81, or if Mertz is going to run away with this quarterfinal win. Through the right-left
White
chicane.
flag.
81.
White flag for Mertz. 45.9 to a 46.1. 0.2 of a second faster was Mertz than Wetz. Lester and Nicholson back in the back. That order has not changed. And that's the gap. Nicholson having an issue in the Subaru. Remember, that's his personal car that they retrofitted Rallycross parts on. And Nicholson outbroke himself into that corner. Mertz holds the lead, and I think Wetz is going to be defeated at his home race. Plenty of fans showed up to see the Texan race, but I don't think he's going to be able to please the fans in the quarterfinal. Mertz will win the quarterfinal in Austin, Texas.
Checkers 81. Followed by the 23.
Lester and Nicholson, third and fourth.
3 hours later.
Followed by the
22. I'm gonna wait for the 92. Fourth.
His car has a license.
Oh my god, it does have a license plate on it.
What?
Let me know when
Just
we're
went
good to. I have the results in the replay. Whenever everyone else is good to reset, we're good to reset.
Yeah, it's based off of my real life car, but I don't have the sedan template for the sedan Subaru, because only Mertz has that apparently.
Are we good to reset the server?
There is no such thing as a sedan Subaru.
resetting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reset.
Order for the second quarterfinal: 24, 51, 19, 10.
Did you just about die?
Can everyone just shut the fuck up about me?
Well, Dylan,
24,
you're gay.
51, 19, 10 is the gridding choice order. "24, back up. 19, you're 19, back up. You were fine. You're good. 10, you're good. 51, back up. Pull up. Pull up. Good. 6 laps. Joker once.
Valley Kraus denies Living Good for the second quarterfinal in Austin, Texas. Getting ready to go. Revving them up for another 6-lap race. And the winner transfers. Green flag off the line. Kraus gets the jump over Valley, nearly pushes him into the dirt. Then denies third, Living Good fourth. Rounding the infield section of the road course as Valley v denies. Living Good nearly contact between them and put the Canadian to fourth as he nearly clips the 10.
Careful, 10.
Denice runs it wide, put Living Good to third. No! Contact between them, shoved him off the track.
10, keep going, you're good.
Put him back to fourth as they swap positions.
You got shoved over there,
numerous
so it's
times.
not a big deal.
Valley, after the issues that he's had the last couple of weeks, second in the quarterfinal right now. Of course, we're coming to end the first lap, so anything can happen. But Phil Kraus,
end of 1, 19 leads, Joker's allowed.
As he leads at the end of the first lap. 46.669 to a 48.1. These guys are battling for third. Dylan Living Good and Doug Denice both ran a 53-second lap time as Living Good all over the track in the 51 and loops it. So take him out of it. Denice in third. Valley
time.
10-4.
holds second. Kraus looks like he cut the track. He did give up a little bit of time. But the Canadians certainly trying to hold this podium streak. 4 in a row so far. We haven't seen that in a while. But
end of 2, 19 leads.
the momentum is certainly on Kraus's side. He only has 1 point to make up on Chris Wetz. And it's going to be interesting to see if he can do that. But the performance is definitely there for the Canadian. Valley still second. Denice third, and Living Good struggling in the 4th position. 2 win stickers so far on car number 19. Erdman has won once, Wetz has won once, and Mertz has won once. So the only multi-time winner this season, Phil Kraus. And interestingly, he probably could have won 2 weeks ago, in Milwaukee, when
end of 3, 19 leads, white,
he had
or cross flags, excuse me, cross flags.
Contact with Mertz over the jump in the final. He could have made it 3 in a row. But certainly a record being set for podiums. Valley still second. Running order has not changed. As next season, it's going to be extremely interesting. I believe we are ditching the 6-speed boxes once again. We're going to go back to 4-speed boxes for 2017C. But they're going to be heavier cars. So they're going to be 4 speeds, they're going to be faster, they're going to be heavier than the previous generation. So Generation 3 is what they're being called.
End of 4, 19 leads.
It's going to be interesting to see. When the regulations change, everyone, of course, has to adapt. And whoever adapts quickest, this is the most redundant statement ever, but the man to adjust the fastest
24.
is typically going to win most of the races. But if we can go off of history being any indication, of course, Erdman, Mertz, Wetz. I'd say even Kraus now. Kraus is becoming one of the faster guys in NASA Rallycross, so you've got those 4 guys that will be able to adapt to the regulations the best. But it's going to be interesting. I don't know if Erdman's going to race next season. He's been certainly very iffy with his races. Kraus Jokers. We haven't even been talking about strategy. Kraus Jokers in the 19. Second place.
End of 5, 19 leads, white flag.
But Erdman has increasing commitments with his late model Slinger Super Speedway. So I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make more races next season. We'll definitely not make 3 in a row this season. He's way down on points. I believe he's 8th or 9th in points. As he ran in Britain, he got 2 provisionals in the Netherlands and Canada. He won in Milwaukee. He got a provisional
Blue flag to the 51.
My mirror is currently turned off, so
Kraus coming up on Livingood, who gets the blue flag, but the 19 will round the final chicane and win the second quarterfinal.
Checkered flag, quarterfinal 2 goes to the 19. 51 will finish 4th. 24 will finish 2nd.
God, my back.
And the nice 3rd.
And 10 will go home to finish 3rd. I have the results in the replay. The first semifinal, grid choice. Actually, did I fuck that up? Why did I put 24? Wait,
You
hold on.
put Valley twice.
Oh, that's what I'm. Sorry.
Wow.
Grid choice for the first semi will be the 23, 92, 22.
Fuck.
21 is
I didn't know this track was such a stop-start, so note to self, never design a track like this ever again.
But it's fun.
23, 92, 22 grid order. Remember, you don't have to line up like that order. You can line up wherever grid spot you want. Just a reminder. 23 back up a pinch. 92 pull up a pinch. 92 is good. 23 pull up a pinch. 22 pull up. 23 good. 92 just an inch. 22 good. 92
Forward or backward?
forward, please. Just a smidge. Literally like a centimeter. Okay, good.
Good.
So this race is 4 laps. You take the Joker once, and the winner advances and gets a bonus point. So, good luck.
Wetz, Nicholson, Lester. Green flag. Off the line. The stock Subaru is going to nearly beat the Mitsubishi into turn 1, but it was not to be, as he's sandwiched by the Revolution Racing teammates of Wetz and Lester onto the dirt for the first time. Let's see if Casey Lester gets rejuvenated with this manufacturer equipment. It is awesome to see him finally get a proper manufacturer entry. As yes, the Honda was, but it was a developmental program. It's brand new. Revolution Racing, it's been around for 6 years. 5 to 6 years. So, I mean, you have that development already designed in your program. And it is fascinating to see. Chris Wetz, off the final corner, leads at the end of the first lap in the semifinal. His teammate second.
End of
Nicholson
1,
third.
Joker's allowed, 23
End of
leads.
123. Got it, Josh?
I got it.
As the stock Subaru of Brandon Nicholson running into a problem in that little chicane there, ran it wide, but the teammates are pulling away from him. 49.340 for Lester, 47.272 for Wetz. around the second hairpin. As what's interesting to see, this track was deemed to be too short for these cars. That's why they had to get rid, that's why they added all that section off in the field. Because there was not a lot of room for these cars to run. Cross flags for
End of
wet.
2,
Lester
23
Joker.
leads.
And the man who holds the red plate in car number 23.
Damn it, third's gone.
Lester blew third in car number 22, and you can see on his telemetry goes from second to fourth, or from fourth to second. Very painful to shift through those gears. As depending on the car, depending on the driver, typically it is all one, either sequential or H pattern. But with these cars, the transmissions can be designed whether it's sequential or H pattern. So, for example, Philip Kraus and Josh Mertz, they have equal driving talent when it comes to locking up the rear brakes and drifting the car. Because there's no handbrakes in these cars, you'd think, but not with these. It's really weird. But Kraus and Mertz prefer the H pattern box to where they can go from second
End
to
of
fourth
3,
to
23 leads, white flag.
sixth to fourth to second, rather, lock up the rear brakes and slide the car. But Casey Lester has a sequential gearbox. So whereas Mertz can go first, second, fourth, like Kraus, Lester has to go first, second, third, fifth, for example, if they blew fourth gear. So that's the most painful part of these transmissions. And rumor is in a couple seasons the regulations will change again, always planning down the line. I believe 2018B, so right around next year, all cars will be mandated four-wheel drive, four-cylinder turbos, and sequential six-speed boxes. But right now, we still have Gen 3 to go through, which is going to be changed for next season. But aside from that, Wetz wins the semifinal.
Checkered flag, winning the first semifinal is the 23.
Lester second, Nicholson third.
Followed by the 22 to the LCQ. Along with the 92.
Don't reset it yet, I want to replay.
The grid order is 20, the 24 is okay. The 51, pull up and put your car in neutral. 4 laps. Okay, 4 laps,
go.
Joker once, winner advances. I don't even give a shit anymore. 51, give up a little bit of time. It's a red flag. That was 2, red flag. 51, line up on the back row.
10-4.
So maintain grid spots, but you'll be one car length back.
Sorry, Doug. How bad's your car, Doug?
It's fine. It's but a mere flesh wound.
You know I've got a cone that says that, like a cone shirt.
You got wheel damage. Well,
Tis but a scratch. No, I have the tis but a
we
scratch.
got big time problems with that motor, buddy.
I've got tis but a scratch, and then I've got, we'll call it a draw. I'm waiting for tis but a flesh wound. So,
Yep.
24, pull up a pinch, back up a pinch. Literally, like, put it in reverse and just, like, barely tap it. Okay, good. 4 laps, sorry, Joker once. Restart number 1.
Getting ready for the second semifinal.
Hold on.
Cut that. Getting ready for the second semifinal. Valley, Denice, and Livingood. Green flag off the line. Livingood has the bumper to Denice, but I don't think he'll be able to make anything of it. Contact nearly between Livingood and
Sorry,
Valley.
good.
Way off the track was Denice. Into the wall goes Livingood, and into Denice.
Red flag. 51.
Ooh.
Doug, talk to us.
We've lost Doug Denice.
Give me a second.
He's dead.
Both
He's
you guys
J.D.
grid up.
McDuffie.
Give me a second.
Sorry,
This
Does that
nipple
mean he
literally
starts
stuck
too
on the
far
wall.
back?
I got hit down into that inside wall, so...
Nobody touched you.
Nah, Victor. Dylan's gonna be
Did my
starting from
car stay
Indy.
here for realism?
Hold on, give me a second. I'm reading the rulebook.
Okay.
So the 10 or the 24 and the 51 are supposed to line up. But give me a second.
Well, we here at COTA, Dylan lining up at fucking IRP after all of these incidents.
No, I think he's gonna line up in
Monaco.
England. No, he's gonna line up in England now.
Gonna line up in Aspen.
No, he's totally lining up in Budapest in 2014.
Okay. Unfortunately, Doug, I cannot let you restart. But if the 51 causes another red flag tonight, they will be parked for the night.
Oh no.
So, should I get out of the car or leave it here because realism and don't want to mess?
Do whatever you want. 4 laps.
You should
shorter
leave it there,
ones.
Doug.
I got a good view, so I'm gonna stay
Are you
here.
stuck, Doug?
Yeah. My car is running.
Really?
Like,
You're
I
just
say
I
that
stuck you, Doug. Really?
Yeah.
Can I move up?
Yeah, I'm stuck.
You're fine. Move
Admins,
up.
can I move up?
Move up.
Tow truck's just taking a while to get there.
Well, here's the thing. I can't tow
How
truck.
far can I move up?
Up to there.
You see, if we had the doctor car, this wouldn't be a problem.
Unless we can run a vote and let the 10 reset because he's stuck in the fence, but his car's still running.
Sure.
Unless we're racing now.
Oh.
He's not able to get back and repair it though.
No, well, the race is going now because nobody talked to me, so.
So interestingly, as they were discussing how to go about potentially penalizing the 51, race control started the race. So Living Good apparently is a little bit intoxicated. If you couldn't tell by his driving, I'm not really sure how he got by the drug test for today's race, but unfortunately, I have a little bit of a personal problem for car number 51. So realistically, this is Victor Valley's race. So
End of 1, 24 leads, jokers allowed.
He's got 3 laps. As this gives us an opportunity to discuss next season in the NASA RallyCross Challenge. As the season schedule is being worked on. NASA RallyCross typically doesn't announce the schedule early, but between you and me, we'll go over the schedule for 2017B, as clearly we have nothing else better to do as Victor Valley is running practice laps. So we were supposed to go back to Croft for next season opener, but there's been ongoing customs issues, and yes, we're like a month down the line, but there's been ongoing customs issues with getting this track running. So tentatively, it is the season opener, but it might be canned, potentially moved to the last race. We'll have to see.
End of 2, 24 leads, halfway home.
So Valgenswaard opens the schedule. Then we go to St. Eustache, back to Milwaukee, and then we go to Lakewood at the South Course, then Negus, then Lakewood North, back to Irwindale, which has been a nice change. We're going back to Seattle, and then Vancouver, and like I said, Croft is either opening or closing the season. We'll have to see. As we're supposed to go to Pikes Peak, on the schedule here, it's listed as the Proving Grounds North. I'm not sure if Pikes Peak is in
You got it,
contract,
Doug. You got it, Mikey. You got it.
but tentatively, it's listed as Pikes Peak /
Into 324, white flag.
as Indianapolis has been dropped from the schedule already after the interesting race that we had last week. White flag in the semifinal, back to the race that we haven't been paying attention to, as Victor Valley has ran his own race after Dylan Livingood parked Doug Denice on the tire barrier. As in that little intermission, Mertz was going on in the rule book in race control, trying to read if there's anything about red flags. Livingood has only allowed one more red flag. My mic decides to cut out. Sorry about that, guys. One more red flag, otherwise he gets parked. So it's going to be interesting to see. But Valley will win the semifinal.
Checkered flag, 24 wins semifinal B.
I had no second gear that entire time.
as the semifinals were very straightforward here in Austin, Texas, as Chris Wetz was able to beat his teammate in the first semifinal, and Victor Valley beat Dylan Livengood after Livengood, in his intoxicated state, put Doug DeNice onto the tire wall. So very simple semifinal races, and it's on to the LCQ. Yeah, so we're just going to use that line because I don't want to have to. I'm not going to broadcast that. So give me a second. I'm actually texting you. LCQ time in Austin, Texas. Yeah. I've done 3 races. I don't want to do any more right now.
So that really doesn't matter. I have the results and the replay for the second semi-final.
I'm disqualified, so Doug gets second.
Okay.
Yeah.
So order for the semi-final for gridding. If we can reset the server. 2292, 1051 is our grid order.
That would have been win as fuck if that was the LCQ. Not gonna lie.
Would have been a strange.
So this is a 3-lap race. Joker wants. Top 2 will advance. 22. You can pick your gate. Then it's the 92.
Let's go, Brandon. Nicholson. Nicholson.
22.
I have fans.
92.
Oh, it's me.
10. 51. 22 back up at pinch. Literally like a millimeter. Good.
Josh, I
This is
know
my-
you're already planning to fill that spot when Philip gets his wrist fixed up.
92 pull up. 10 pull up a smidge. That was too far. That's more than a smidge. 22 pull up, you're falling back. 22. Good. 92. Alright, 3 laps, Joker wants.
Getting ready for the LCQ. LCQ in Austin, Texas. It's Lester, Nicholson, Livengood, and DeNice. Green flag.
Oh shit.
Off the line.
Start is
Contact
good.
with Nicholson and DeNice.
I have no mirror.
Warning, track limits 51.
No issue there. Now, the second Revolution Racing car at Casey Lester will lead us.
Oh,
Followed by
fuck.
Livengood, who checks DeNice in the 10 and spins and sends DeNice in the wall again. Nicholson in 8th.
Son of a bitch.
And Nicholson loops it in the 92. So
Blue 5th and 6th.
Livengood only has 4 gears, as he just blew 5th and 6th in his gearbox.
End
Lester
of 1, 22 leads, Joker is allowed.
pulling away in the 22. And it's a fight for the transfer spot. As another MRT car this week in the LCQ. Livengood closes the door on DeNice, nearly makes contact with him. And through the chicane, into the wall goes the 51, into the wall goes the 10. Contact nearly between them when they came off the wall. And rounding the first hairpin. Over the jump. And Lester holds the lead at a 48.663. Let's see if he will joker on the second lap of the race coming to the white flag. Rounding the asphalt hairpin. Jokering
End
is
of
Lester.
2, 22 leads, white flag.
Very slow to exit the joker. Livengood in second. DeNice is in third. Nicholson in fourth. Remember, that's 7th and 8th overall. As looking at the drivers that are already transferred, Denice is around. This will give Denice, if he can hold this spot, he will win in Privateers today in Austin, Texas. As Mertz, Wetz, Kraus, and Valley, all constructor cars in the final. So Privateers are 7th and 8th, and 1st and 2nd in their respective championship.
Oh my god, dude.
As Nicholson loops it again,
Checkered
Casey
flag,
Lester
22 wins the LCQ.
will win the LCQ. Transferring will
Followed
be
by the
Livingood
51 who transfers.
in the 51.
Holy shit.
10 is best of the rest, winning Privateers.
Nicholson 4th,
I'm in the final?
2nd in Privateers.
Yep.
You are only allowed to repair damage, not take fuel or tires.
There is no such thing as a sedan Subaru.
Resetting in 5, 4, 3. Alright.
24 leads, Joker's allowed.
I'm stuck.
You're fine. Move
Admins,
up.
can I move up?
Move up.
Tow truck's just.
Yes.
Pull up. 10. Checkered flag, 22 wins the LCQ. Followed by the 51 who transfers.
Holy shit.
10 is best of the rest, winning Privateers.
I'm in the final?
Yep.
And the
Wait, what?
and the 92 finishes 8th.
Oh my
Doug, Doug, did I get into you?
A little bit there.
Not bad, did I?
Good try. Good try,
Yo,
Doug.
Dylan.
Victor's trying to get into
Wait, shit,
MRT.
I have Rockstar, never mind.
No,
Oh, again.
Everyone's in the same number
Oh, you
except
can.
fucking Mertzy over here.
To you.
Kinda have to take damage.
So the 51 hit the 19.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Alright, hold on.
Doug, are you still
23
in?
pull up.
Doug left.
Okay. Yeah, then
Hang on.
line us up.
What?
Josh,
pull
which
up.
grid are you in?
I'm in the right.
West, pull up a little bit more.
I'm sending a Snapchat
Okay, now back up.
while trying to.
There you go, you're good.
We're lined up.
Whoever is in the white car, Kraus.
Kraus.
I
Just a little bit forward, and you're good.
Getting ready for the Texas
Good, good.
RallyCross Grand
Yep.
8
Prix.
laps, Joker twice.
Mertz,
Good luck,
Kraus,
gentlemen.
Wetz, Valley,
luck, everybody.
Livingood, and Lester. Green flag off the line. Sandwiching was Kraus with Wetz and Mertz into turn 1. Livingood hits the 19 and spins him around.
Oh!
Take the 19 out of it.
really, nigga.
Sorry.
Mertz leads. Wetz second.
How many was
Third is
that?
Lester.
2.
4th is Valley.
2. Damn it.
Well,
Running it wide was
was
Lester.
that a penalty box or what?
Sliding
Yeah,
it.
it's a penalty
Nearly
box
contact.
if you want,
Over his
for
Valley
sure.
in the
No,
24.
Go, Victor.
Someone's
Alright.
flipping.
Red flag
That's
as Livingood
2.
plows the 24.
And I've gotten
Dylan.
to the
It's
end.
3.
Dylan!
Red flag,
I
red
think-
flag.
I gotta go through this way. I gotta turn around.
Alright, now nobody pull off track if they're damaged at all until I can review this, so give me a second. I'm gonna review this.
It's
Give
gonna
me
be
a
the
second.
51, and it's gonna be the 24 for the red flag.
Hold on.
So 24 grip
22
position back.
as well.
Let me please
Yeah.
review this.
Okay. 10-4.
Oh shit.
I
Well,
got
I had
fucking
to get off
mega
track to
damage.
review it, so give me a second.
It's okay. Take no damage, no tires, no fuel. Unless you're gonna take damage. It's up to you.
Kinda have to take damage.
So the 51 hit the 19.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Alright, hold on. 22 got into the 24, which flipped the 24.
Yeah.
And then the 51 plowed the 24.
He pulled back in front of race traffic.
I kind of have like nowhere to go, and I'm trying to get going again, and just it kind of happens.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a while.
The 51.
Oh, I thought I had damage.
Are you claiming that red flag, Dylan? Because if you claim it, you're parked, because that's your third.
I'm not claiming the red flag, but I felt like Victor pulled out in front of me, so
Okay. Well.
Alright, I'll claim it then.
we'll claim the.
22's got it.
Okay.
How many laps is it supposed to be? 8?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You still good, Victor, or how?
This car is
bad
killed.
I mean, I had to reset to check the wreck, so I don't care, but take a vote
Oh,
of your
well.
fellow drivers.
Sure.
You guys.
I don't give a shit if he resets, because I had to get off track, so.
Go
Yeah,
for
I
it.
don't mind.
Okay.
That's
Just make it a hard
Okay.
reset.
Pull out the backup.
That's not going to happen normally, but with me being the only admin, because Dylan's on track, so.
No, I just wanted to make sure it was clear with everybody that was good.
10-4, you're good.
That
Alright, I
sucks.
voted on this for a reason, and I felt like it didn't cause the last. I didn't cause the red flag, so.
No, you didn't, Dylan. That was kind of a racing deal when I kind of pulled back out. I was just trying to get going again and get turned the right way. You were kind of there.
Well, I mean, I caused the 19 to turn around, so I'm gonna take a 1 grid penalty spot, so.
19, pull up a smidge, I think. Unless Nicholson's still here, if you can line us up
Yeah,
again.
23 up.